Yeah. So what is Ansible roles, guys? So what we discussed in the previous class, we discussed about the AWS Ansible control tower, how to create a playbooks, how to run playbooks, or dry run, syntax check, everything we discussed about it, right? Yeah, guys. The task is you guys can check the variables. So you can define the variables. We were not giving the values. You can create the variables and you can provide the values in the variable format, guys. Okay. Yeah, Ansible roles. So, what is the Ansible roles? Ansible roles are a way of organizing Ansible playbooks and tasks into reusable modular components. They help you to the structure your automation code to easier to manage, maintain, and reuse across different projects and environments. Different projects are environments. Guys, tell me, what is Ansible role? So Ansible roles are a way of organizing Ansible playbooks and tasks into reusable. What is that, guys? Reuse, reusable, and modular components. So they help you structure your automation code. So it's easier to manage, maintain, and reuse across different. Easier to manage, maintain, and reuse across different projects or environments. Different projects or environments. So something like so what is the roles chain? How we can create a structure of the roles, guys? How we can create the structure of the roles? I will tell you. So something like Ansible roles provides a greater reusability than playbooks, guys. So the Ansible roles provide a greater reusability than playbooks. Generally, roles are used to configure software applications. So everything necessary to configure a software application should be present with the folder structure of a role that aids an understanding and maintaining of the activities, guys. So configuration activities, right? Roles provide a greater reusability than playbooks. What is that? Roles provide greater reusability playbooks. So in my previous organization, not previous organization, my last second organization, they used Ansible for deployments. They used Ansible for the deployments. So for the deployments purpose, they are using the Ansible. Okay. So generally roles are used to configure software applications or software deployments. Generally roles are used to configure. Generally, rules are used to configure software applications. So everything necessary to configure a software application should be present with the folder structure of a role. So how you can create? It will create a folder structure. So it will create a folder structure of a folder structure of a role. Okay. So folder structure of a role. Understood? And role should be role should be creating slash etc ansible slash roles. So roles folder. So this is the roles folder. You can create our own roles folder also. So you can create a some other location or something like this is the default location, right? Same like as a inventory host where we can maintain our inventory, guys. What is the default structure, default path? సో మనం సర్వర్స్ ని ఎక్కడ పెట్టేవాళ్ళం, ఏ ఫైల్లో పెట్టేవాళ్ళం? డిఫాల్ట్ ఫైల్ మేఘ్నా, సతీష్.
INI file.
హోస్ట్ ఎక్కడ పెట్టేవాళ్ళం?
etc Ansible hosts folder.
Yes. It is Ansible host is the a default file, default of the default file structure for the host, include the host. But in if you want to create your own inventory file, you can create your own inventory file and you can provide the while running the playbook, you can provide the path. So if you include in the default inventory path, so we will not mention the inventory file path because of it will automatically took the inventory path by default. If you want to create your own inventory path, you can so while running the playbook, definitely we need to pass that variable, right? Pass that path, hyphen I. The same way, role should be created in slash it is a Ansible roles folder. So if you want to create roles in some other location, to create roles in some other locations, so something like how you can change it, you can go to the VM slash etc Ansible ansible.cfg. This is the configuration file for the Ansible, right? So search the roles path, search for roles underscore path and give the path of the directory where where we want to create the role, where we want to create the role and uncomment it. Okay, uncomment it. So next folder structure of the folder structure of the roles. What is the folder structure of the roles, guys? The folder structure of the role it should be the files having readme.md. This is the one folder. That's a file. Then defaults. Then files. Then meta. Then handlers. Then tasks. Then template. Then tests. Then vars. Then vars. Is understood? So this is the of a folder structure of the roles. So what is the folder structure of the roles? So readme.md, defaults, files, meta, handlers, tasks, templates, tests, varies. So what is the use of readme dot? So what is the use, guys? This is a simple text file that is this is simple text files. This is simple text files that is used to store info about the role in plain English format. Okay. So defaults. What is the use of defaults? Default, this stores info about the application that we are configuring, and it is also stores variable for leaser priority. Okay. This stores info about the application that we are configuring, and it also stores variable of leaser, variable of lesser priority, lesser priority. What is a files? All the all the static all the static files that are required for configuring a software, that are required for a software applications are stored here. Okay. Files, all the static files that are required for configuring a software applications that are stored here. What is metadata? So metadata is nothing but a data about the data is nothing but metadata. Metadata. So something like handlers. What is a handler? Handler is nothing but a module. A module tasks, right? So handlers are modules that are executed when some other module is successful. Okay, handler are modules. Same like handlers are modules that are executed that are executed it that are executed when some other module is successful, and it has made some changes. All such handlers are stored in this folder. Okay, handlers are stored in this folder. So what is the task folder? Tasks, the actual configuration management activity that has to be performed on the remote server is stored in this folder. Okay, the actual configuration management activity that has to be performed on the remote server is stored in this folder. Okay, in this folder. So what is a template? This is used to store dynamic configuration files. This is used to store dynamic configuration files. Okay, tasks. So tests. What are the tests? All the modules that are used to check if the remote configurations are successful or not are stored in these folders. What is that? All the modules that are used to check if the remote configurations are successful or not are stored in this folder. Are stored in this folder. So what are the vars, guys? So vars. So this is used to store all the variables that are required for configuring a specific software application. These variables have higher priority than the variables in variables in defaults folder. Guys, understood? So what is vars? This is used to store all the variables that are required to configuring a specific software application. So these variables have higher priority than the variables in the default folder. Okay. So something like Apache role creation. How you can create the Apache role? So how you can create that Apache role? So something like step one, go into the /etc Ansible roles folder. Okay, something like what is that? Create a new role for Apache. New role for Apache. What is that? Use the command like Ansible Ansible-Galaxy. What is that, guys? Galaxy init Apache. Okay, so it will create the a tree structure. Check the tree structure of the role that we created. Check the roles that we created. Or you can check it, guys. You can check by using tree Apache. So tree Apache. Okay. So then fourth one is, so what is the fourth one? Go to tasks folder. Go to the tasks folder. Okay. Go to the tasks folder. Go to the task folders in role and create task for configuring Apache. So what is that, guys? CET Apache task. If you go to the task, so then what you can do, then create a VM main.aml. Main.aml. So in the main.aml, what you can create? You can create hyphen include install.aml hyphen include so configure.aml include response.aml or else just install and configure. Just install and configure. So these are the task size. What are the tasks you want to perform? So you want to perform the task is install.aml and configure.aml. Okay, install and configure.aml. Okay, so this is so save and quit. So how you can save and quit? Escape, shift colon, WQ, exclamatory, enter. Right, it will create our task. So install.aml, configure.aml. Okay, the configure.aml. So what you can do, the task only you can create the main.aml. So then vi install dot YAML file. In the install.yaml file, what you can create a hyphen name hyphen space name install Apache. Okay, so how to install the Apache, guys? You can install Apache by using M module, right? M name equal to
సో ఇది
HTTP.
ఇది మన ఎం మాడ్యూల్స్ కదా ఇవి
అవును
ఆర్హెచ్ఎల్ 9 నుండి ఏదో బిఎన్ఎఫ్ అంటున్నారు ఎం
అవునవును డిఎన్ఎఫ్ బిఎన్ఎఫ్
డిఎన్ఎఫ్ అవును
డిఎన్ఎఫ్
అంటే ఏంటి ఎం నో మోర్ ఎమ్మా
నో మోర్ ఎమ్.
ఫ్రమ్ ఆర్హెచ్ఎల్ 9
From RHL 9 onwards, we can use the M. You can use it. M. You can use
But
it. RPM. So you know, right, how to install the package on RPM. So
నో నో నో
before
నో
RHL 5, we can use the M. Now
ఓకే
also you can use the M RPM. Now also you can use the M. But a advanced feature is the DNF.
ఓకే
So name Apache state.
సో
Static.
ఆర్పిఎం ఏదైతే చేస్తుందో డిఎన్ఎఫ్ కూడా అదే చేస్తుంది కదా
M ఏదైతే చేస్తో DNF కూడా అదే
సరే
చేస్తుంది.
సరే యా ఎం
Okay. So this is the module. So this is the module. How you can save this module? You can save this module as this is the save this module, and you can create another file called as a va configure.aml. So here, so what is a configure.aml? So hyphen name. What is the name? Copy index.html. So in the copy index.html, what is that, guys? Module is copy mode. Okay. So in the copy module, what you can provide? You can provide the src. So src src index.html destination dst where www.html index.html. Okay, so here notify. What is that, guys? Restart Apache. Notify restart at Apache. Just it will notify, guys. So M install, right? Here we need to service module state equal to HTTP. equal to state equal to start. Okay, here installing the Apache and start the Apache. So configure index.html, copy source to destination. Source is nothing but a remote server. You need to copy it to destination server. Okay, notify, restore. No need to notify. Okay, next go to files folder to create the index.html file. Go to files. That is the files, right? We can go to cd files. If you go to the files, so va index.html. So here html body h1 tag. This is Blue.js is Blue.js technologies, right? So close the h1 tag, close the body tag, close the html. So this is, you can write it. Okay, so again save it to enter. Here also save it to enter. Yeah, here we are creating the restart, right? So in handler we can do it like this restart. One second. Control Z. Yeah, we create restart here handler. Go to handlers folder. In the handlers folder, what to do? cd handlers va main dot. So in the main dot ml, what you can do? And plus file for Apache name equal to restart Apache. What is the module? Service module, right? Here we can write the service. Here service module. Right. Save and quit. Press enter. Yeah. So now create the parent playbook to call the roles. To call the roles. cd. So where you were? Yes. Apache underscore dot. And so here hyphen implementing roles for Apache. Implementing roles for Apache host equal to all. Host equal to web server.
సిడి డాట్ డాట్ అని ఇచ్చారు కదా, అది ఎండ్ లో ఏ ఫైల్ పార్ట్ వెళ్తుంది? లాస్ట్ లో అపాచీ రోల్ డాట్ యామల్ అని రోల్స్ ఫైల్ లోకి వెళ్తుందా? ఆన్సిబుల్ స్లాష్ రోల్స్ పార్ట్.
అవును. Roles Apache. Next, save and git enter. Yeah. So save and git to execute the role. How you can execute the role? You can execute the role using Ansible hyphen playbook Apache underscore role dot aml. So this is the playbook you can execute. Understood, guys? So you are reusing. If you want to reuse this, so main.aml, or you can use that. So this configure in the install.aml and configure.aml, we can reuse, guys. So we can reuse. So when we create the structure, right, you will understand, guys. Okay. Sign into the console using sign in. What is the MFA, guys? 765602. Okay. Where you launched the Ansible? I think it is out. This to instances. Start the instances. Refresh. 12. What is this? Batch 54. 40. 15. SSH or credentials. Browse. Batch 54. Open. So, what is the username? Is EC2 hyphen user. Okay. So, Ansible. Yeah. We want to increase the change settings, appearance, change, bold, 1, 2, 18. Okay, apply. Right, guys. Okay, so now you understood. So cd or else cat slash etc ansible ansible.cfg. This is the ansible.cfg. Okay. So what is that? Go to slash etc ansible roles cd slash etc ansible roles. You can create, guys. Get here slash etc ansible roles. Mm, right. You created the roles. You go to the slash etc ansible roles. So here there is no roles. So Ansible, what is the command? Ansible hyphen. So create a new role for the Apache. How you can create Galaxy init Apache hyphen hyphen offline. Okay. What is that, guys? You need to execute the so so the Ansible Galaxy command is not found. Galaxy. Ansible Galaxy. We installed through Ansible, right? So maybe that is the issue, guys. Means that the system cannot find the Ansible Galaxy command either because the Ansible is not installed or Ansible binary set the path. Ansible version. Yeah, Ansible version is which Ansible local bin Ansible Galaxy is so if you get output like user Ansible Galaxy is Ansible is installed. If the command not one, you need to install Ansible. Sudo env grep of where it is. This is here, right? Ansible Galaxy init Apache. Cryptography. Respect more isn't called home Ansible local bin Galaxy line number 13 module. Port module not found. Ansible. What this is, guys? installed the Ansible through. So this is the issue. What's the version? Facebook, file, home Ansible local bin Ansible Galaxy, home 34, home Ansible local Python, local Python unit, Python, formation error, formation demo, sudo. That should work. Root. This is also root. Correct, right? Yeah. Yeah. All Apache was created successfully. You see guys here? copy.yaml, http.yaml, index.yaml, Apache. So if you go to the Apache, see guys, default, yeah, you see that. So defaults, files, handlers, metadata, tasks, templates, tests, vars. Now you see guys, so this is the a tree structure. So what is the tree structure? Tree Apache sudo tree Apache. Command at phone. What is this guys? Tree Apache. Yeah. You see guys, this is the structure. Apache defaults main.yaml, files, handlers main.yaml, metadata main.yaml, readme dot, task main.yaml, templates, test inventory, and test.yaml, vars main.yaml. Yes, understood? So variable information will be located in here. So in the test, we can provide the actual tests and templates. We can use the templates, files. If you want to use the files, you can use the files, handlers. So we can use the handler, right? So, so what you can do first, first you can go to cd apache tasks. What is that? So if you are in the task folder, so what you can do, you can create main.yaml. ls main.yaml is there, right? va main.yaml. So in the main.yaml, so what you can do, you can create the task files for Apache, insert. Then what you can create the Python include colon install.yaml, then hyphen include include configure dot yaml. What is that? So install.yaml and configure.yaml. Include install.yaml and configure.yaml. Then three dots, right? So this is the task. So what are the tasks you need to perform? Install.yaml and configure.yaml. Okay. Then wq save and quit. So next what you need to do, you can create the install.yaml. So va install.yaml. Okay. So in the install.yaml, what you can create, three hyphens, hyphen name equal to install Apache, m module, m module, name equal to httpd, state equal to latest or present. With the three dots, wq. Okay. So then we on to the dot and install install 3 dots, define name colon, copy index.html. Okay, copy module. What is the copy module? src index.html destination var www html index.html. Okay, yes, what this is configure.am. Okay, then go to the files folder. Go to the files folder, tt.lscd files. Okay, in the files folder. So what you can create index.html. Create a index.html, va index.html. Okay, html body. Guys, we can create a body bc color equal to light blue, yellow, blue, G technologies. Okay, is the index.html. Go to the folders cd. So Apache, so handlers cd, handlers. If you go to the handlers, main.va, main.ml. In the main.ml, what you can create, hyphen name, hyphen name, restart, Apache service module, name, http j2, restarted. Right. Save and filters. Next, go to the roles, cd roles. cd. So here, okay, already there. Oh, it's already created out. Index.html. Welcome to Future Technologies. Okay, no worries. We Apache underscore role dot YAML. So here I find name implementing roles for Apache hosts. What is the host size? Host equal to web server roles equal to hyphen Apache Apache dot WQ. Okay, so we created everything. So what we created? So we created the slash it is Ansible CD roles. Where is the file files? Roles we created in the under the roles only, right? We created okay. Now we created everything. Just try to execute that right. Where exactly roles in the roles, right? Ansible Open playbook. Playbook Apache underscore source.json. Error when we are unable to read the either JSON. These are the errors we got from here. So JSON expecting the value line number column 1. Syntax while using the handle. Syntax error mapping values to the context. This error appears to be slash Ansible install.image, but maybe it's file depending upon the exact intent for me. Install Apache package. cd slash etc. Apache. The offending line appears to be install Apache yum. Yum. Okay, understood. We did not mention the task. Let's see. This is the offending lines appears to be mm, this is correct only, right? No command is not found. Ansible. Ansible admin playbook. Apache. What is this, guys? CDLS. Ansible playbook. Research and distinction, right? Okay, guys, playbook run. So we'll show you tomorrow, guys. We need to join the office call. Okay, the playbook is run.
Sure,
Skipping
bro.
no host matched, but we need to check the hosts. Okay, web server hostess, we gave it web server. So we'll show you tomorrow. Hmm?
Okay, bro.
Hmm.
Yeah.